Good morning, my brothers and sisters. So, the value of gold is how much today? So, about 100 days ago, I did a podcast and I titled it, Gold is Worth $4,000 an Ounce, and This is Worth More. Now, it had about 10 times my normal amount of views on YouTube, probably because of gold. And the cool thing about gold, it's convenient, it's universally recognized, it's portable, it's the store of value that our world uses. And it's also used in Psalm 119 as a comparison to the value of the Word of God. So the psalmist uses gold to compare it to something of eminent value, which is the value of the Word of God. It's in Psalm 119, verse 127. Therefore, I love your commandments above gold, above fine gold. Now, here's the wild thing. Of note, gold today is worth even more. It's worth $5,000 an ounce in just 100 days. So by all measures, all across the world, in every financial venue, between our initial exposure to this truth and now, the financial value of gold has quantifiably and dramatically increased more than $1,000 per every ounce of it, a 25% increase in only 100 days. So here's my question. I wonder, has your appreciation for the word increased more than this increase in the price of gold? Now, don't blame me. This is not my comparison. This is from God. This is from His Word. This is not my challenge. It's actually His challenge. So the psalm teaches that your affections for the Word are supposed to stay ahead of our affections for gold and other treasures. So do you love the commandments and the precepts and the truths of the Word 25% more than you did 100 days ago? So taken literally, your valuation of God's truth is supposed to keep pace with, and stay ahead of your valuation of gold. And then taken figuratively, the treasure of God is supposed to be greater than the treasures of the world. Now, this is really fun because gold is fun and everybody can quantify its value. But do you love the Bible 25% more than you did 100 days ago? Do you love the Bible more than gold? This is the call. So let's make every effort to increase our valuation of the storehouse of God's truth, His Word, like it calls to us from Psalm 119. Additionally, Psalm 119 tells us flat out what you love. I love your word. I love your law. When I'm severely afflicted, give life to me, O God, according to your word. I hold my life in my hand continually, but I do not forget your law. That's in Psalm 119, verses 107. So what should I do with the Bible? I should incline my heart toward it. And when? Well, it says when times are terrible, in affliction, when desperation is on the menu, when I hold my life in my hand, when wickedness is all around me. Brothers and sisters, do not waste your affliction. Do not waste your cancer or your conflict or your enemies that mean to do you actual harm. So through all of those things, incline my heart, O Lord. Through my wounds, incline my heart. Incline me directionally towards you. Incline my affection and my fondness, and like we talked about with gold, valuation towards you. Incline my joy to you. Now, the spiritual walk is not done for sissies. No, it's not done. The spiritual walk is not for sissies. It's done with some difficulty, and it is done through some difficulties. So you mean to tell me that the closeness of the Lord can be directionally related to the closeness of difficulties and enemies and even death? Have you ever noticed that oftentimes those in the most difficulty are often enjoying the most enviable closeness with the Lord? So those who frankly are suffering the deepest are bearing the fruits of such intimacy. So listen to some circumstances and the responses that reveal the circumstances. That is, when God is near. Verse 145, with my whole heart I cry, answer me, O Lord. I will keep your statutes. I call to you, save me, that I may observe your testimonies. I rise before dawn and cry for help. I hope in your words. But you are near, O Lord, and all your commandments are true. So the psalmist is saying, I cry, I call, I rise, I awaken with my whole heart. I call to you to save me. Why? That I may observe your testimonies. So the psalmist pledges, I will keep your statutes and observe your testimonies and hope and meditate on your promises. So let's talk about Hesed just for a second, which is God's faithfulness to us. How can I relate to this perfect and wonderful God? I'm going to need some help. I'm going to need to be graded on a curve. That is according to his steadfast love. It's like the always forgiving, biased, tolerant, and disproportional love of a grandparent to a grandchild. So we are sinful, small, unfaithful. The word I like to use is wobbly. And let's think about how important then his faithfulness to us is. So without his perfect, steady faithfulness, our imperfect faithfulness could never be expressed. So this is the platform I'm going to need my voice to be heard from, the Hesed place. Deal with me through this lens of Hesed. Okay, so earlier I asked that we continue to value and increase our valuation of our relationship with God. Used it in comparison with gold. And the only reason we can do this, perhaps, is that he has first valued us. So our value of him takes place in the faithful valuation of his relating to us. And this is expressed and quantified by what's given in exchange for us. And that is his life. His life was exchanged to come and get you in exchange for you. And we can value him more than gold. And we should value him more than gold because he has first valued us way more than gold. So get your head around this. He valued you more than gold. He exchanged not gold, but his very life for you. And the least that I can do is to value him as much as gold itself. Thanks for listening.